Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Super Duper Wetland, episode 18. Hello, Twitch, and hello, YouTube. Hey, John, what's up? How are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you being here. Hey, Elusive Ocelot. Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. How is everyone tonight? We're going to be playing about 2 hours, two and a half hours or so tonight. Okay, so the project for this stream is to get what's this thing called that never goes bad? Berry sludge. I hope I titled that in this stream correctly. I seem to be cutting off a little bit with my camera here. Let me just adjust it ever so slightly. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be making infinite berry sludge. So let me give you guys sort of an update on where I am with that. I did play a little bit during... Hey, what's up? Is that Teebs? Teebs? I think I said that right. Hey, Teebs, what's up? It's 2 a.m. here. Holy smokes, you're staying up late. Thank you for joining me on your Monday morning. Appreciate it. How are you tonight? Hope I said your name correctly. I have a habit of butchering some names sometimes. So I did play off stream a little bit. So let me just give you guys a rundown of what I did. It wasn't anything significant. As you can see, I have some art placed down just for some improved decor. But the major thing that I did, which was kind of tedious, so I wanted to do it off stream for that reason, was just relocate my water sorting. As if you go back to the last VOD, if you're interested, I had this massive like area taken up by basically 2 filters, just because the piping was like all over the place, because it was from really early on in the playthrough. So basically what I did is I just condensed it down into this small little chamber and utilized that space to build the Bristol Blossom farm and the Megafaun farm, which we're going to get set up in this stream. So the way this works, just in case anyone's interested, is all the water that I sweep, because I did a lot of sweeping as well off stream, a lot of garbage everywhere, and for some reason that kind of slows down my... For some reason, that sort of slows down the gameplay. So I did it off stream so it wouldn't have like lag as I'm sitting here playing for you guys. But basically, everything that I sweep up is going to be dropped into here. And then also if I have like ice or whatever that I sweep, is going to be dropped into here. And then from here, there's a first sorting mechanism. So the first sort is looking for any germs. If I have any germs, I don't want to send it into my water storage. So for the time being, because I'm lazy... Excuse me, my throat here. Hey, Kevin, what's up? Hello, hello. Appreciate you joining. How are you tonight, Kevin? Thanks for joining me on your Sunday evening. So I send all my germs into here, which, if it's like water or whatever, the germs eventually, they get deleted anyway, just from being in water. But yeah, everything goes in here that's germy, and then from there on, I sort based on what type of liquid it is. So I'm sorting for water here. Any water gets passed through, just goes straight into my water storage. This is working as expected as well. I did move the liquid shutoff inside of this chamber, so I made it slightly bigger. And I'm just making sure that the temperature of the polluted water, that's usually very cold. It's basically negative 10 degrees. It'll heat up in here. If it's more than negative... if it's above -2, it's allowed to pass through here. If it's below -2, like it is now, it will stop, so it will heat up. And that's important because I'm transforming this into water, so water turns into ice if it's below 0. That's kind of the idea there. And then, of course, everything else from the sorting, just everything that's not water bypasses this shutoff, and it goes through into the sorting that was already existing from the previous stream. Okay, so while I was doing that, I also because this cool steam vent was about to go off, I just enclosed it. I'm not really using it right now. I probably will pretty soon. Like I'm pretty certain that I could maybe just even split the water that's coming out of here and have it have it going over top of the steam and condensing it, and then I have more water production. But right now I have so much water production. I'm also hoarding water on this side of the asteroid. So, and I have these two and this kind of just ready to go. Hey, Harry, what's up? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, Harry. Appreciate you joining. Appreciate it. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what. How are you tonight, Harry? That's kind of what I did here. Not. It's just a lot. It's a lot of tedious stuff that I didn't think would be interesting to really watch. So, anyways, we're gonna start doing megafons in here, but first we have to vacuum this out because megafons need chlorine, and bristleberries need basically, I think it's polluted oxygen, regular oxygen, or carbon dioxide. So we're gonna vacuum both of these out, and then yeah, start that process. So let's go ahead and get some gas pumps down. I think my duplicants are already... I have a whole bunch of stuff queued up for them. So I think I did this last stream, the liquid log. I want to get back in here and build 2 more aqua tuners. One of them is going to be for making sure that the megafaun and the bristle blossoms stay at the proper temperature, which I don't think should be too much of an issue because the asteroid is already very, very cold. Well, I guess it's warming up here because probably because of the gunk or something. But nonetheless... that's what one is for. And then the second one I want it to be for farming or ranching phloxes, which I want to use to produce glass. So I have a couple phlox guys here. I have some Drecos here apparently too. Let's get those guys in here. Don't think that I have 8 out of 8 in here. I must have just had some eggs. Let me just get these guys in the little chambers here. Okay, and then, yeah, so let's get these pumps going. And then basically we'll just vacuum everything out. Hey, Ian on Twitch. Hello, question. Do you have grub fruit, pike apple, or of agro figs? I believe I do, but I'm not currently ranching or farming them. And this asteroid kind of has a little bit of everything. So there's... here's the figs right here, or the vines or whatever. Let's see. So yeah, if you're looking for them, if you're looking to see how I'm ranching them, unfortunately I'm not doing that here, but I do have the seeds for them. And then the other one was grub fruit. I'm pretty sure I have. I've seen the grub fruit around too. So I do have them, just not really interested in ranching them right now. I'm going for berry sludge, which is going to be useful for space travel, but not only space travel, but also to to have on reserve as food that just doesn't go bad. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Hey, Stringer, what's up? Hello, hello. Appreciate you joining tonight, Stringer. How are you doing? Ian says you could make berry pie and dehydrate it for food that lasts forever. So I could do that, but I've already built the infrastructure to make the berry sludge. That's what I've decided to do for here. So I already have a lot of berry sludge, which I normally like to use for space travel. But one thing that I don't like doing is constantly like having to disable. Like this is just my overcomplication of how I like to play. So I always send duplicants on rockets with berry sludge, because I can store basically an infinite amount in a rocket and it won't go bad. But then when they're on the rocket, I always have to like disable them so they're not always consuming it. As you can see here, I have it so duplicants can't consume berry sludge unless they're on a rocket. So I have to come in here and manually like let the pilots eat it. So what I want to do is I want to let all the pilots have access to berry sludge at all times. I don't have to like do all that nonsense. And I might just let that be the main source of food for my base anyways. But for the time being, I am making surf and turf, which is much better, but surf and turf is coming in low quantities right now. I'm waiting for these guys to, slowly evolve. And then I got my Paku farm going here, which is doing all right. You like to use dehydrated food for space travel, and that's fine. I always say that one of the great things about Ani is there's so many different ways to go about getting your missions complete. And yeah, I think if that works for you, then that's perfect. I've never tried that method personally, so I'm sure. Sorry, I had to adjust the mic. I hope I didn't bang it. I'm sure if you've been using it for a while and it's working for you, then that is absolutely fine. I've never tried playing around with the pies yet. Okay, so yeah, so that's kind of the goal for this episode, is just to get berry sludge online, which should be pretty easy. I do have a chlorine vent here, which I was going to use for. So what I was kind of planning is to come in here, just extend the cooling, so I cool the 60 degree. Oh, it's really cold now, but it does come out at 60 degrees. To cool this and then send it into my farm here. Actually, I don't even know how much Mega Fond consumes. Does it have to be Fond? Does it just have to be sitting in chlorine, or does it like consume it? It just says the atmosphere. Okay, so it might actually be 90 grams per second. All right, so I probably want to start opening these up in that case, and just having some on reserve. That might not work in my. Okay. Next activity 1.2 cycles, and so they're both dormant right now. But maybe it's in my best interest to get these online. Gonna use this thing here because it's a lot easier to work with. And then come down in here, start digging these guys. And then maybe start storing this into an infinite storage area. Stringer says, I haven't messed with the dehydrator and hydrator. Berry sludge has just been too easy, and also a freezer. Yeah, the freezer for sure is like, I think the GOAT way of like keeping your food. The dehydrator and hydrator, in my experience, is just like too slow for me. Like the berry sludge is just so easy to work with, like you said, Stringer, that I much prefer the berry sludge. But like I said, that's not to say I'm not trying to like, oh, I don't know why I put these element sensors here. I meant to put high pressure gas vents there. So I wasn't trying to like discredit the use of the actually, Kevin says, I use dehydrated foods for my main base, but I have to check water and power requirements for using it on a rocket before trying it out. There you go. So yeah, I just find it to be so easy as well, Stringer. And it's like, you know, the keep it simple, stupid method of of how I like to play the game is I do like to try new things once in a while. So I'm not going to completely say I will never try it, but it's just so easy to use that I tend to just default back to it. But now we're trying berry farm. Like, so I made a sleet wheat farm before, but sleet wheat, as you guys probably already know, has to be a lot colder. So negative 55 degrees to 5 degrees in order just to grow it. So you basically have to keep it at like 4 or 3 degrees, and then if you cool it down too much, then it won't grow. Sorry, if you don't cool it down enough, it won't grow. But if you have to also cool down the dirt, because dirt carries some heat with it. So when you're delivering the dirt, it'll heat up your farm. So it's kind of tedious to set that up. But then Mega Fond, or Mega Frond, I guess I was saying that incorrectly too. Let's put that on the list of things I've said incorrectly. It's 15 degrees. I can run inside 15 degrees. So if I keep it at 10, it'll be perfect. And bristle blossoms are 5 to 30. So it's like the perfect way to incorporate both of them together. Usher Waterfall. Hey, William, what's up? Yeah, well, I think when we get to the water asteroid this time, or maybe I don't know if I can do the lava, to be honest with you, but I'd like to do the Escher Waterfall on the water asteroid. I think that would be cool. We accidentally did it on the Super Duper Dreamland playthrough, but I want to do it for real this time. I know you like your Escher Waterfall, so we'll get one going here. I just don't have for my main base, I really like this storing method and how it looks. I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't put backgrounds in them when I built them, but it's whatever. Hi, Lily Luna. Thanks for joining tonight. I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't put in drywall backings behind them. So maybe we'll. But I like the storing how these look. To store my waters. Oh, I have to come back in here. So we're getting in here to build this tamer for that. And you just need some power for this thing. Just go in like so, and then there you go. So chlorine. I think maybe it wouldn't be easier to to bust in here when it's already fully built would be such a headache, I think. I was thinking about ways to do it, but I think it would be way easier if I just store this like maybe even in here where it's already like very cold, or just extend. Let's see. There's so many different options here. I could use one of these aqua tuners, cool it down, just maybe just extend the cooling here, something like that, and then store it right here. Or I could build a storage facility here and just utilize this aqua tuner. There's not much room left here though. I'd have to put it down here. Harry says, I normally build a wild sleetweed farm for berry sludge. It takes some time to set up, but after that, there's no duplicate labor or input materials needed. Yeah, that's a good idea too. A wild one with the pips. That reminds me, thanks for bringing that up. I really want to go get wood this episode. So I think we're going to take one of our bionic duplicates. Actually, that reminds me. I think Eduardo is the most capable. So we'll take Eduardo. I built the booster for that. And I think the construction booster, yeah. I got digging, extreme digging, suit sustainability. I don't really need ranching. Maybe I'll give him another. I mean, I guess I could put ranching back. But there we go. So construction booster. I think we'll take Eduardo to the second planet, get these things online, the delivery mechanisms, and then get some wood over here to start, and some arbor trees started with these pips. So something like that I want to start doing. Okay, this is just about vacuumed out, I would say. A little bit more polluted oxygen. I can start planting the fawns though. I have 11 seeds. So that's not... Oh, I forgot the ladders. The ladders are in the way. Okay, maybe... Yeah, I'll just get rid of those guys. Put on buildings only. I guess I can just delete all these. I don't really need anything here anymore. Get rid of everything. I think 2 spaces is going to be enough. I'll have to see, because maybe I can condense it a little bit more. I know these things are massive. Maybe I can move... No, I don't think I can move it over. I think it has to have 3 spaces. I could have moved it over 1 to start with. Yeah, I guess I'll rebuild it and move it over 1. I suppose that would have probably gotten me 1 extra in here. I guess, well, maybe not. Maybe it would have been the same. All right, so deconstruct all these guys. And then reconstruct the mafic rock. Okay, so bond. Yeah, that can fit in there now. Perfect. Okay, so I'm still have to get rid of some stuff here, but no problem. I'll take care of that after a while. I like the mafic rock in here too. It looks really cool. Or the fossil tile. Kind of looks... Ian says, how many are you planning on running? Are the fawns? Just what I have here. I might have to build more in the future, but for now, I could always extend this a little bit further. I have all this space here, but for now, just this. And then, of course, the bristle blossoms. The bristle blossoms, I'm going to plant all of them because I have more than enough water to support them. And also, I want to get rid of this farm, just kind of get it out of the way. So, I want this entire base to be like stuff that duplicates can just... so for instance, an arcade down here, or maybe the arcade over here or something. I don't know yet where I want the arcade, but I also want the research computer lab thing. I just put my computers down randomly, as you can see. So not a lot of thought that goes into that for me. I just kind of plop it wherever. But I can almost get back in here. Oh, let's check. By the way, let's check on this. How this is going. I did start a new a layer here because, so as you guys know, this is kind of where I want my rockets. So we'll build some metal tiles here eventually above this sandstone, and then we'll just deconstruct these other tiles that are here, and that's where the rockets will go. And then this will be where the aqua tuners sit. I don't know exactly where I want the rockets yet, so I'm leaving it all the space open for those options. And I'm just gonna, instead of vacuuming this area out, I'm just gonna keep building rocks over it, and I'll just bust in here. Right now, I don't need aqua tuners because the steam is still fairly. We're not gonna get a lot of power out of it anyway, so not too intent on. Does the dupe you want to send over the science skill active? Yes, they do, Harry. Thank you for bringing that up. They do have the research. Oh, did I just take it off? I think I took it off for ranching. I meant to put research back. Thank you, Harry. Oh, good thing you said that. I literally saw it when I was giving it the construction booster, and I took it off, and then I gave it ranching back on. Oh. Hey, Rizo, what's up? When do you typically isolate your base? As soon as possible. I know that's like too early for some. You don't have to do it that early. You can go a long time without isolating as long as you're not digging into like hot areas. But I like to err on the side of caution as much as I can. So I will isolate my base the first, like for instance, this base was very cold. So I kind of had to isolate it very early, or my food source was about to, or was not going to survive. Usually on like a Terra asteroid, you have more time to do that because heat isn't really like it creeps in, but it wasn't like you only have heat when you dig into hot biomes that are next to your starting biome. Versus this asteroid was cold everywhere. Like if you guys, it's still cold actually. So the cold was creeping in so quickly that it wasn't going to be sustainable. So basically, it's kind of like a judgment call on your end, but realistically, you want to do it as soon as possible, as soon as you have the time or the material or whatever is slowing you down. You want to do it ASAP. And it really, again, if you're playing on like a hot asteroid or a very cold asteroid, you probably want to do it earlier than usual. Hey, Lazy Eyes, what's up? Hey, hi, Ethan. How do you send resources from one planet to the other without rockets? Okay, so that's a good question. If you are playing on with a teleporter enabled, the teleporter, you can enable and disable that in the game settings before you start a playthrough. Then you use the teleporter supply output and the teleporter supply input, which is oh, it's right here, the input. So this needs power. It's just a conveyor loader, and you just get your duplicates to load it in, or you can do an auto sweeper. But yeah, you just basically this just teleports it away. Oh, you can put in, you can do water, you can do conveyors, the solids obviously, and then ventilation. So you can do that for the input and the outputs. So there's output pipes for everything. That's how you do that. You can only do it on your closest planet if you have the setting enabled. Ian says 12 times 54 is 608 kilograms of chlorine per cycle. That seems like a lot. 9 cycles times 5,472 of chlorine before you first harvest. That is a lot. Yeah, I didn't really consider how long or how much it was going to take. So I mean, realistically, I should have had these online, storing chlorine a lot sooner. But at least I'm on the ball now. Like I didn't think, the problem is I didn't think of this until just last stream. I realized how easy it would be to set up. So I never had any use for those chlorine vents prior to that. Another megafaun. Holy smokes. Sweet. That's so many megafauns now. Oh, I think I left the did I leave the mod on again? I don't think I did. Lazy Eye says, I'm into steel production, but enough lime. No, oh, did you mean not enough lime? Okay, not enough lime. That's an easy one. That's an easy one, Lazy Eye. So Pakus, if you have a Paku farm, which is super easy to set up, kind of like this, I can go over it if you like. How I have this one running. They produce an insane amount of lime because they have an insane amount of babies. Also, if you have a hatch ranch, they produce a lot of lime for you. Drecos, not so much. I mean, they do produce a lot, but they live for so long. Actually, that doesn't even matter. I don't know why I brought that up. But Drecos, for some reason, I don't think produces much. I think maybe they make eggs slower or something. I don't know. Maybe I just don't feed them correctly, or I don't know. But from my experience, a hatch farms has always led me to the end without any lime issues. If you have a Pacu farm, it's even better. Like you'll have an insane amount of lime if you have that set up. Okay, so I need to get. Oh, I should probably build some insulated tiles here, just for fun. I know I don't need that. I just want it to look cool because you guys know how I like things. My things looking cool. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so and then we'll make a little tunnel. We'll go down. Boom. And we'll make a thing there. Hopefully there's no. Hopefully there's nothing here that's going to off gas. Except leech stone is okay, I think, but everything else is. No pipes needed. You can use pipes, but if you're just delivering solids from one to another, then the conveyor loader is fine. William says, "Holy shit! Did that much megafaun? How much chlorine do you have?" Hopefully, I have enough. Oh, something's overheating. The blossom. Oh, that makes sense because I have no atmosphere in here now. So we'll just deconstruct that for now. I guess I'll have to build ladders again to put the lights up, but whatever. Yeah, I did deconstruct the lights. I realized that just now. It's okay. The full answer is you need radiation for payload shooter or not. Oh, thank you, Kevin. I was just about to get to that. Yeah. So this only works for your nearest planet. But if you have the interplanetary launcher, like Kevin said, then you can deliver to any planet on your star map. And I did that in the last. That's how I got. What was it? That's how I got super coolant. I think in the last playthrough where I was sending food to the sap tree or whatever. Or no, that was for something else. I can't remember. But yeah, you need to like feed the angry sap tree, and it's very pissed at your duplicates at all times. So I just had an automation set up where I was sending food to that planet via the interplanetary launcher, and then automation to give it to the tree. So yeah, I mean the megafaun, it looks cool. I think it's gonna be fine. Very hot in here, I suppose, when it's when it has no atmosphere to keep itself cool. That light. Okay, so yeah, let's get the chlorine online here. Get some ventilation systems going. I guess regular piping is fine for now. And then let's see, where do I want to store it is the question. I mean, like I was saying, I kind of want to cool it down, but is that worth it? Like, I could put it right here. It's not that big of a deal. Actually, yeah, I might put it right here because I can just cool it with this existing infrastructure. And I wanted to also change this from gold to cobalt, make it similar. So maybe this is a good excuse to go ahead and just rebuild this infrastructure, just to break it down and do it again. So maybe that's what we'll do. So we'll ship that across. We'll build this like so. I'm gonna make something that looks similar to this. Just kind of like this kind of infinite storage method here. So it'll just be the width of the, where is it? Oh my goodness. It'll just be the width of the gold volcano cooling. I think that'll look pretty sick. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll come in here to set it up. And then we'll obviously deconstruct all that. And then run piping through it. Well, of course, we have aluminum piping. Maybe we'll divert it so it comes down this way. And then it comes through here like so. Yeah, we'll divert it here, and then it will go back up like that. And then we'll do that. Okay, let's see. What's the production rate of the vents? I can calculate what you can support. Oh, perfect. So this is production. Do you want the average output? The average output is 107 grams per second, or 386.5 grams per second for the eruption period of I guess you can see this in the chat anyway, but 267 seconds every 575 seconds. And then the second one is not analyzed yet. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, this one is, it says 450.8 grams per second. Eruption period is 214 every 567. Hey, Sean, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Appreciate you joining. 2 megafawn will keep 1 chlorine vent working full time. Really? Is it that? Does it take that much chlorine? I might be in trouble then. I might just run 2. Maybe the rest will just be for show. Or you know what? Maybe I'll get the pips in here to plant them. Once I get the pips, they should not need chlorine, probably, right? If I can only support 2, then maybe I'll just use the pips. And then maybe I'll get some of the dartles in here. And just maybe plant Drew dips or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. We're on a mission to figure... See, I'm trying something new here. Whoa, you know the yield on each megafawn is crazy, right? No, I have never used megafawn, Kevin. The only reason I made it this big is because it's symmetrical to the Frost Blossom farm. Let's see. Hey, Harry says... oh, sorry. Instead of deconstructing the light when it's overheating, you could just disconnect the wire. Yeah, I suppose I could have. I need to rebuild all of them anyway, so my first instinct is to just deconstruct so the duplicants didn't have to repair it. But you're right. I can certainly do that. Hey, Matt26. Hello, Ethan. Hope you have a nice stream today. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. Hope that you're having a great Sunday as well. We should have a pretty good stream, I think. Oh, you know what? I don't have. This is kind of my fault. I think I need a delivery, a drop off in here. Otherwise, it's not gonna work by itself. Okay. Let's see. Oh, let's see what my duplicants are up to. They're doing okay. I need to build some piping. No, and yeah, just to go back to that, I had no idea how much megafawn these things produce, so or so how much yeah, what the output rate of them is. I have to vacuum these out. This is okay. This is, yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll just deconstruct this kind of like that, and then we'll get some vents in here. I think it'll be cool to put 1 vent on this side, 1 vent on this side. Oh, that might be really annoying to set up. Because I have to put a little bit of water on it, a little bit of oil, and I wanted maybe, yeah, that might be super annoying. Let's put it on, let's just put both of them together. How about that? And then we'll get some oil. How much did I put here? I put a couple 100 grams per tile, so we'll just do the same. Maybe 193, we'll say. We'll put this guy... Where is it? Where is it? There is it. Put that guy there, and then put a couple of... Maybe we'll just put that there. That might be too much oil, actually. I might have to increase that. And then I was going to rebuild all this. So deconstruct all that, build it out of cobalt, and then I got to vacuum it out. Some power in here. Hey, Wacko, what's up? Hello, hello, what's going on? Hope that you're having a great Sunday, Wacko. It's okay to try new things. I'm experimenting on transferring gas from vents into infinite storage without gas pipe. That's awesome. How's that working out? You know what my problem is, though, when all these new things get introduced into the game, I just brush them off as like, yeah, but it's not. Yeah, I do have the. Okay, so I do have the DSMG thing installed. So I'm not going to use that. That's just for off stream. I was sandboxing. Based on quick math, for the 2 vents, you can support 3 domesticated or 12 wild. The same amount of grains either way. Okay, cool. So maybe we'll do that. We'll do the... I guess we'll have 3. And maybe we'll produce chlorine with the dartles later on. Who knows? We'll try something. I had no idea how much they produce, number one, like Kevin mentioned. And then the... how much chlorine they take. Relative to, like, how much the chlorine vents use. Okay, let's go ahead and do this, because this is not going to work out very well if I don't do that again. Put that on max. And let's see if this works. Oh, not deconstruct. Whoops. I meant to go to here and click empty. Thank you, Ian, for that, by the way, for the quick maths there. Should be okay. We'll see. We'll see if it works. And then we'll get these guys up and running. They're done. And then sweep. We do have to sweep this, unfortunately. Hopefully I don't bog down my my game. With doors, I assume? Yeah, doors. I guess you could do it with doors, huh? Just keep pushing the gas over. I never would have even considered that. Let's move this over one, just for my peace of mind there. And then we can start vacuuming it out. I think everything is... Oh, we need to connect the... We're gonna go like this. Do I want... I don't know if I want to have 2. I think... Yeah, I think I'll keep it like that for now, so I can get it from here and there. Yeah, that probably makes more sense. I don't think I need any more gas vents though, or gas pumps. So we'll just keep it like that for now. Get rid of that, and we can close it in and start. Oh, we need a... What is this? This is taking polluted water. Perfect. So we'll have to reconnect that. Hopefully not brick the system. We got some polluted water there as well. Okay, so we'll go like this. And then we'll open this up. Or sorry, close this up. And then get some polluted water dipped into here. I call it the water drop technique, using small amounts liquid droplet from the top, the air exchange with the liquid through the gas that keeps up and it ends up in my storage, or at least that's the plan. I wish my duplicants worked so fast. Well, I wish my duplicants would not get stuck. But yeah, I like that they work fast, but I wish they would not get stuck more often. You just have to get their athletic rating up, and I think that'll do it, Wacko. Put him inside of a gym, or just give him suits sustainability. You want all your duplicants. Watch my video on that, Wacko, on how good suit sustainability and exosuit training is. It's like insane. Okay, this is all complete. This can be... Oh, this has no power. Obviously, that would be good if it had power. Now, I don't think that I want to keep these going at all 100% of the time. So we're going to put an atmos sensor in here. Kind of right there. And just go boom, boom, boom. Finish that. Get some ladders up here and we'll get all that built up. Hey, Fairy Nan, what's up? Hey, Phil. Fairy Nan and Phil, both on Twitch. Thank you guys so much for joining. Oh, Wacko says he's seen something like that. I have never seen anything like that. So if you would like to share that at some point, William, I am definitely down to see what that looks like. Okay, so this should be kind of cold now. Still waiting for more water. Just to fill. I'm going to actually watch this so I don't end up... no power. That's an easy one to fix. 18 degrees. So we'll get that drilled right down. If it's we'll say if it's below, we'll chill it right down to 5 degrees now because we're going to be, we want it to be pretty specific with the temperature. William says each time the gas pump consume 240 watts, but 1 gram of liquid droplet is almost energy free. Let's make sure I don't brick. Oh, I just did brick it. Oh, I was even saying like, okay, I gotta watch this so I don't brick it. I just bricked it. All right, that's okay. That's why we have that there. See, boom, just works like just like that. Actually, now I can confidently disable it, and it should be okay. All right, so we get nice and cool, nice and chilled down here. Wacko says, an old game videos or tips. I think I have seen that, but I don't know if it's still working. Hello, Jim. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Hello. Hopefully you're having a fantastic Sunday. Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet, Wacko, but it sounds pretty cool. Okay, so now we need to eventually get the chlorine from here all the way to here. After it's vacuumed out, obviously. Okay, I can rebuild the lights as well. I need some carbon dioxide in here, so this is pretty easy. I have carbon dioxide. Well, I guess I could do oxygen. I suppose oxygen is okay. Let's do that because that's easier. Gas canister. We'll just bring it in manually, I think. That might be. Oh, this is water. Okay, I thought I was getting it from here. I guess I have to pipe it in. Not that big of a deal, because I have to bring pipes in here regardless. For now, we'll just leave it like that, and we'll attach, bring some oxygen in, and then we'll rebuild the lights. As far as the water goes, I don't want the water to come in here just yet. I mean, it's 24 degrees, so it should be fine. But where am I even getting the water from? Oh, it's over here. Boom, I have to like take it around like that. Okay, so I have to finish the water piping as well. Everything else is good. Maybe just disable this for now. Actually, it doesn't matter. 24 degrees is fine. 3 megafaun can produce 2.4 sludge berry sludge per cycle, which means that you need 15 blossoms to match production. Awesome. Thank you for that math, Ian. So that's going to be plenty that I want to do for I'm not going to be going to space for probably a couple more streams, so it'll allow me to accumulate. I already have 1.1 million calories worth of berry sludge anyway. The rest of the blossom seeds will be for food, so that's what I'm feeding the Pacus. I want to have a surplus, and right now this Pacu farm is maintaining that surplus. Oh no, why are you there, Uti? Out of all people, you should not be in there. What did you go in there for? Maybe it was lime. Maybe this I should be picking up lime. Or sorry, the egg, not lime, the eggshell. Yeah, eggshell, it should be picking it up. I'm gonna have to make it so that they don't come in here like that. I don't want to have any problems again with these guys blowing themselves up. We don't want to have another Gizmo situation on our hands. Hey, what's up, Javilian? What's up? What's going on? Appreciate you joining tonight. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so I think we'll lock this so duplicants can't. There's no reason for duplicants to be in here anyway. So we'll just go ahead and lock that up. They're gonna get themselves trapped. I'm almost certain. How are the farms looking? I do have notifications on all the farms, but I think they're doing okay. And then I can get oxygen in here very, very shortly. It's still a little bit of polluted oxygen left. I just want to clean that out, guys. Clean that out all the way. I saw Jim say hi, guys, and I just read it like that. Trying to shove some food in my gullet. I hope that it's you have good time doing that, I suppose. What are you eating? I had the best pizza yesterday. I haven't had pizza in like months. And it was just amazing. Hope you are all doing okay, says Jim. I am doing fantastic. I hope you are too. Okay, and by the way, how's this doing? 130. Yeah, so this is still maintaining its temperature pretty well. So I'm not too. Let's get that starting to go. Okay, maybe let's take Eduardo to, since everything is like going okay here. We'll just get our duplicants to get our duplicants started on this gas pipe, which obviously I'm gonna use sandstone for. I think sandstone's gonna be fine. I don't have to be very particular. Where do I want to run this though? It's all the way from here, so maybe it's worth it to kind of just follow this and then just bypass. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Okay, so we're gonna go from here. We'll do a jump there. And then we'll come down. Then we'll go down this way, over, down this way, over, and then kind of like this. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I think we'll do... Come on, high pressure gas vent, and then the jumpers. We'll see how that works. Who knows? I mean, I'm sure you guys know, but we'll see. Okay, let's get Eduardo to get to the next. Actually, we're gonna wait for it to save. Then we'll take Eduardo to the next asteroid and get some wood for us. I want to get wood and arbor trees going as well. Cheap instant ramen and a pepimento cheese Sammy. I love instant ramen. It is one of my favorites. Sleep till 11 a.m. and spend most of my day doing programming assignments for college. Microprocessors, nice. I know nothing about them, but it sounds really cool. So we haven't been here for quite a while on this asteroid. Oh, actually, maybe to get up there, maybe we'll do the. Can I make it? Can I do that? I have to go one over. Sort of like that. Hopefully you're gonna be okay, Eduardo. Fresh oil and lots of oxygen. Then we'll go up here, get this guy opened up. Activate that. I'll cancel activation, it's already on. Perfect. And then we got to get some arbor trees from the... Oh, we got to get some power in here as well. I forgot that this thing needs power. I wish there was like a manual method to do that, but I suppose it makes sense that it needs that power. Let's just put a coal generator here, maybe. With a little battery. I guess a jumbo battery will do. And then we'll just have it running just long enough so that we can transfer some stuff over. So I don't need this. This will be fine. So here we're going to put wood. Oh, I don't have wood discovered yet. Let's get in here and get some wood. Well, in electrical work, you have seen or work with PLC. That's one. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I have worked with PLCs before. There we go. We got some wood. Now arbor tree. What's the seed called? It's not called arbor tree seed, right? It's called acorn or something. Arbor acorn, maybe? I forgot. Is it called acorn? What? Why? Is there any seeds here that... I guess I could... I guess I have to, yeah, uproot it, right? That probably makes sense. Oh, and eggshells too. Get the eggshells. Put that on 9. Yeah, eggshells, wood. Basically all you have to do, Eduardo. That's all you gotta do. You can do this. You got lots of oxygen. You got lots of gear oil. And then we'll probably dig into here as well. They'll let the pips go in here and eat them or whatever. How much power do you... I really don't... Oh, I guess... I guess I don't want you to run out of oxygen, right? How much do you have left? You have some power left. You have good gunk. And oxygen is... Okay, so you have a little bit left. I'll try to keep an eye on that. This would almost certainly be my fault if he ran out of power. I don't think I can possibly blame that. Okay, so no coal. Where is the coal? Actually, I don't have to do that. I can look on here. Oh, there's a geyser here. I have to see what that is in a sec. Is there no coal around here? I guess I could just ship coal to here. Or some sort of power. Couple crash satellites, which is pretty useful. Is there no coal anywhere? Salt. No, that's not it. What am I... What's the coal under? I don't even remember. I don't see any coal. Kind of a bummer. Anyways, I'll get Eduardo to start digging down here and we'll just deliver what we need. That's probably fine. As long as Eduardo doesn't run out of oxygen, I think we're good. Near the top? Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so I'm thinking kind of the wrong way. Anyways, I think I have to send Eduardo back soon anyway. No, yeah, I really don't want to push it and be my fault that they get stuck. But it would be helpful to get in here, regardless. Let's just do that. Let's get them in here and then send them back. Consumable ore. Where is it? Where is it? Oxalite, salt, bleachstone. I guess we have bleachstone as well. We can send that to the other asteroid if we have to. Okay, let's go. Let's get back. Teleporter disabled. All right, so I have to activate that, and as soon as I do, I can get a queue going for sending coal over. Where is the shipping thing? Shipping thing's up here somewhere. Why am I having such a hard time remembering this? Oh, it's right here. Okay, so I need to bring power to here, which is fairly simple. I have lots of power nearby. Bring a transformer right here. We'll do a large power transformer because you never know. Never know what we're gonna need it for. And then just complete this build. And here we're gonna send in coal. Then we'll go back. We'll go back when this is available again. I think that's already 31. Yeah, I think 5 cycles is how much it takes. All right. So we got this vacuumed out almost. A couple more polluted oxygens in there. Get some lights going with these blossoms. We just won't turn them on this time. We'll shut them off so they don't produce any heat. I guess it's easier said than done. I have to probably... There. Do that. And then just waiting for this polluted oxygen to make its way over. Probably could just move these over and then it would work. I'll just leave it. Okay, how are we looking over here? Pretty good. Almost done. Okay, as far as the water goes, we have water now for all of our plants. They're at the appropriate temperature. We should get this aqua tuner going as well, so I'll let my duplicants in here. My Eska's out. I'm out of Eska. Okay, not totally ideal because this is going to heat up the petroleum, but we'll put it in a insulated door here, so we can get here in the future and not have to deconstruct stuff. And then polluted water, enable auto bottle, go. The power requirements for this is going to be interesting. I don't have any. I have to build more transformers or bring in a heavy watt conductive wire, which I don't really want to do. So I think we'll do the transformer method. We'll kind of go up. We'll probably put 2 transformers up top. Something like that. And then just deconstruct that and then deconstruct that. There might be a more elegant solution to that in the future, but for now, I think that will be fine. Go like this, go over, go down, boom. All right, that's that. Everything's looking good there. Got some water going through. At 18 degrees, perfect. I don't need that anymore. And let's see, a vacuum. Okay, we got a complete vacuum in here now at the top, so we can start putting in oxygen. Deconstruct everything here. And then get some oxygen in the canister. I was contemplating using carbon dioxide. I thought it might look interesting, but because you don't usually... I think it can take carbon dioxide. Yeah, it can take carbon dioxide. Let's see who we got from the printing pod. Take the grilling booster for now. And then we can start the lights again. Since we have an atmosphere, we shouldn't overheat now. Okay, how's our water doing? We can hopefully I don't break this one. This one I want to be at probably 10 degrees. And I have to get some power, so they're doing that now. Just have to hook up the heavy watt conductive wire there. Oh, and speaking of heavy watt conductive wire, I am very near to... This is max power's 50. This is 20. Some areas are still built out of regular heavy watt wire, which is I'm very close to nearing that threshold. So I think I'm going to start rebuilding a lot of this heavy watt wire that I built early on, and out of heavy watt conductive wire. I don't have any issues as I continue to add more infrastructure to the base. So we'll just do stuff like that. Rebuild everything here. As you can see, it's already going kind of yellow when I have the high spikes. So when my duplicates are not busy, at least they can be working on that. And I'll get a lot of metals back from it. Not that it really matters, but I'll get a lot of metals back. Deconstruct this. I think they were built out of like cobalt or copper or gold or whatever. Gold amalgam. So take what you can get, right? Oh, how's this looking, by the way? I forgot to set this up. So this, I want it to go, if it's above, we'll say 2,000. Probably more at some point, who knows. But this should work okay. Hopefully it does, so I don't have to vacuum it out again. I forgot I should have tested that before I closed it up, but it's okay. Here we go, moment of truth. If I break the oil on top of it. Okay, seems to be doing okay. Hopefully it stays intact. And we have very cold chlorine gas. Okay, same thing here. This can go down in. This is going to be a lot hotter than the other chlorine. I think this is going to be 60 degrees or so, but it's already very cold right now as it is. So at least we'll get a little bit of extra cooling. And then this, we'll just go and connect it. Deconstruct the high pressure gas vent. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Deconstruct the high pressure gas vent. And this goes all the way to there. Okay, so this is also vacuumed out now. Looks good. Take out all this infrastructure. And then we are good to go to start putting chlorine in here. So I might have to bring the pips in here and and get some of these guys on a wild status instead of what we're doing right now. But anyways, we'll see. I also want to put some sweepy docks down here just to collect all the material. And we have a whole bunch of garbage on the floor here. Oh, and I also wanted the mimlets. Maybe I'll put a couple mimlets in here. I think, let's see, how many do I have here? I think 24-ish or something? 32? All right. So we'll do a mimlet there at this end, and then maybe every couple we'll do. Okay, this is 10 tiles in. Yeah, we'll do 11 tiles in. So right here. And then 11 tiles is this one. All right, sick. So mimlet here and mimlet there. So we'll do 4. This guy's sad. Maybe the light doesn't reach. Perfect spot for a mimlet. Okay, this is all ready to go as well. We got lots of chlorine coming in, hopefully. This is if it's above, we'll say 1,000. Very good. Okay, moment of truth. We'll see if this, if everything ends up working according to plan. If not, then, well, I guess we should also destroy this. There's a bunch of chlorine stuck up here. I wonder if I have any more chlorine anywhere. I know this asteroid has a super amount. I don't know if Jim is still in the chat, but do you remember there being any other chlorine areas anywhere, Jim? I think this is a water. Salt water, yeah, which I'm not too concerned about. Whole bunch of stuff here. I know there's a steam vent somewhere, which I kind of want to tame as well. This is a 5, so I haven't seen this one yet. Minor volcano. So I definitely want to get that for a petroleum boiler. Carbon dioxide. Don't care about that at all. And then I don't think these are chlorine. I would have... Oh, there's another chlorine right there. Nice. There's 3 different chlorine vents, says Jim. One is a cool chlorine vent. Yeah, the cool chlorine I got, which is good. Okay, I guess we also have the... Where did this guy come from? A Blumlum. Okay, so I guess we can have use this one. This one's gonna be kind of a trek to get to, but that's all right. Oh, I haven't even finished that yet. There's lots of chlorine also being like just randomly. I don't know if it's even worth capturing that. Maybe at some point I will do something with regards to that, but for now I don't think it matters. Okay, so yeah, we'll just build this out. I'm kind of inclined to just do a massive build like this. And then maybe just fill this in. And that way I don't have to deal with trying to vacuum it out. Just have an already intact vacuum seal and everything. So yeah, maybe I'll just do that. I'll open this up. I'll fill this in. Try to not get the oxalite in there. Is that airlock new or is it a mod? It's a mod, Phil. It's a mod. It's called the Airlock Door mod. I just started using it on stream. I use it off stream quite a bit, but I think the last episode is when I started using it. I like it a lot because it allows you to access places without having to go through the task of building a liquid lock. It's a lot slower than a liquid lock in my opinion, just because only one duplicate can pass through at a time. So unlike a liquid lock where it's kind of a hassle to build, but you... Oh. Right, that's easy. They can get out of here. Can you guys build that? What do you have here to build with? You have dirt, peat, shale. Okay, shale. Let's build some shale ladders. Can you guys not build? You have a shale ladder right there. Oh my goodness. Okay, how far is Stinky? Okay, pretty close. Yes, it does transfer heat. The cool chlorine was open to start. Yeah, that was convenient. I got that one. I already had a little bit stacked up. It does transfer heat, Phil. So it's like a liquid lock where you will have to isolate it if you're trying to use it to prevent heat transfer. So I wouldn't use it for anything like steam rooms, for example. That would probably not work so well. Building liquid locks over and over is a hassle. This is a very neat mod. Hey, Wiggle every time. Wiggle every time, Boob. I love your username. Thank you so much for joining the stream. And yes, it's a very convenient mod to use for situations where you don't care about heat transfer. In this situation, this is how I like to do liquid locks for high traffic areas with like a double liquid lock. Unfortunately, it always leaves a little bit of a drip like that. It did that on the last playthrough as well, but it does stay intact as long as you don't let your steam condense back into water. I'm just not a fan of the drip. Having said that, I think because the petroleum has now done the drip thing, if I deconstruct this, it might break the bottom. So let's try it. I could sweep it up. That might sweep it up too quick. They might sweep it too quick and break the lock that way as well. But let's just see how it works. Let's do a save again. I really don't want to have to put this liquid lock back in place if it breaks. So that's why I'm saving it. Okay, so it has... For now, it's staying intact. But yeah, when you do this in a steam room, from my experience, it always leaves a little bit of a blop of water. Bloop. Wiggle every time, bloop. It always leaves a little bloop here. So, but it stays intact as long as the water doesn't condense here. I hate having the material that in the side is no good to another dupe to bring it. Says Wacko. Yeah, it's a good username. I like that. So, anyways, we'll live with this for now. Tofu. Yeah, we'll take the tofu. And if this does break, then I guess we'll just have to make a standard liquid. We'll probably close it in if it breaks because I don't want to have to. Like, it would be a huge hassle to try to rebuild it with the steam in here already. So I'll just build another liquid lock here. That'll be the typical hits that I like to make. Hey, Chewy, what's up? Happy Monday to you, Chewy. Hopefully you had a great weekend. Okay, body temperature. Yeah, we're a little bit too hot right now. But it's okay. We're cooling it down. We're cooling it down ever so slowly. We got a pressure problem here. A little bit, not enough pressure. They're probably eating the chlorine way too fast. So we'll see. We'll see how this this works. I might just, you know what? Because I might just take these out, uproot these. Because it's just gonna have pressure issues all the time. Then I gotta put a mimlet in here. I forgot about that. But this is awesome because now I can take out all of these. I can take out all of these blossom farms in here. Finally. See, not everything that's temporary is permanent. Sometimes you get it right. After 781 cycles. It was fine. We played Project Zomboid. How are you? Glad to hear that, Chewy. I am doing quite well. It's been a pretty eventful weekend. Yeah, just did some shopping yesterday. Did some plan my next video. Typical stuff. If I learn from past streams, a metal tile will get that air cold faster. It probably will, but as soon as I get it stable, it won't matter. I just have to get the atmosphere in. I mean, here's another problem though: is the high pressure gas vent. Like these things are using the chlorine too fast, I think. So, another issue I'm gonna have is having very low pressure in here, which will constantly eat away the cooling. Like there's no way I can limit how fast these guys are gonna be consuming, right? So that's kind of the other issue. If I was able to maintain like a minimum pressure, it'd be easy to keep these guys cool. But I already see the consumption problem being a thing here. I might have to just put in more dew drips or whatever for these guys, and then they can make bleach stone for me. At least I can get chlorine gas out of them. So I might have to make a dartle farm in here. So that wouldn't be too bad. What do I need to get the dew drip plant? So this thing here, brine ice. Okay, well, 5 degrees Celsius. So this just brings me back to the problem that I had with the sleet wheat, which is very, very cold. So I don't think I want to do that. On the bright side, these ones here are growing quite quickly. So I think we'll uproot this last one. And then we'll just let the 5 grow for now. What's the purple square? Oh, good question, Chewy. This is just a part of the planning tool mod that I'm using. I was just planning where to put the mimlets. So they're sort of symmetrical, like same distance from the exterior, but I can remove them now. I was just counting how far to get in here. Growth halted body temperature. Why? Oh, it's very cold. Oh, my goodness. All right, that makes sense because I'm running it right over top. So, all right, so maybe we have to. Well, wait a minute. It's not. Anyways, maybe we don't need that one mimlet. Harry says maybe also send the coolant through the floor instead of sending it through the chlorine. Chlorine has a really bad thermal conductivity. Yeah, you're probably right. That's a good idea. I could try that. Yeah, because like I said, the main problem is that these things are just consuming it so quickly. I'm not bringing in enough in here, so going through the floor is probably a lot better. Let's check over here. Where's my farm? There it is. Yeah, like this has nothing. I should have put in ammo sensors in there, but maybe when it's all vacuumed out and these things are dormant, I'll go back and put an ammo sensor. So yeah, these things are right now are my bottlenecks. So I have to get that other chlorine vent online. But yeah, I'll do that, Harry. I think that's a good idea. Where is this one? There it is. Just keep going on here. Just build that in. There's so many geysers I have yet to take over yet. Okay, yeah, let's go through the floor. And then I can just probably do insulated here so that mimlet actually grows. Wacko says to Jim, what you tell us the last time is if I put metal tile where that cold pipe passed through and the temperature plate touching the metal tile will cool faster. If you put a temperature plate behind the metal tile, it's even faster. Temperature plates are multiplicative to thermal conductivity, although I don't remember the details. And putting the temperature plate behind the square requires game bug. Yes, temperature plates would probably be good. Well, right now, our temperature is actually okay right now. So we're actually, well, whoops. We're actually a little bit too cold to grow this little mimlet buddy here. The issue that we're having is just these things are, you guys were right. These things consume chlorine just so fast. So I definitely have to get this other one online. Okay, so let's work on that. And then I need to get power here. Oh, power was the other thing that I had to get here. Looks like I'm going to be running out of lead soon. Okay, which way do I got to go? I can just go down. I could also put some domesticated wheezeworts, or sorry, some wild wheezeworts in there as well if I really wanted to, I suppose. Just put a couple pips in here with some wheezeworts. That might do. But for now, it's good. Like I said, the aqua tuner will probably have no trouble keeping this at the temperature that I need it to keep it at. I guess my only concern would be the hot water coming in here, but that should easily be cooled. Worst case scenario, I'll just run the coolant above the plants, so it cools it from the hydroponic farms. Yeah, pressure is my main problem. I think temperature will be fine in the long run. But anyways, so that's kind of going now. We'll put some robots in there in the future. We'll see how that works for a little bit. Let's move on to a different task. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to do during this playthrough, actually, I have some notes here on my Discord here. Oh yeah, I have to take Eduardo back to the second planet. I got the steam turbine done. Put some more artwork up. Gotta put some more artwork up in here. All this can go. Put some more artwork, and then I want to get the communal tables. So that's why I need Eduardo back. Coal. Let's see. Where's my delivery system? This thing here, the other teleport is disabled. This is taking coal. Let's take Eduardo back. Put 9 priority for coal here. Hopefully Eduardo is... I'm going to save because I don't know how Eduardo's capacity right now for power and all that. So probably should have waited on that, but we'll see. Okay. So yeah, he looks okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and activate this. Then we can start getting coal. Just keep that. Actually, doesn't really matter. It shouldn't flood. And then everything else is basically good to go. To make this a little bit simpler, I'm gonna put a storage bin here, just so while Eduardo is waiting for the coal to come in, we can start loading this up with eggshells, wood, and arbor acorn. That's the one I was looking for here. Arbor acorn. And then, of course, we'll put some coal here. This only has to work long enough for me to send some material over. I don't need it to do anything much beyond that. And then we'll start sending some metals over as well. Refined metals. Okay, let's start digging, I suppose. Just to have something to do here while we wait for the coal to start coming. You didn't take the manual use of the teleporter to deliver the coal. Thank you for that, Harry. Thank you, thank you. Where's that one? So one day I'll remember where it is. So allow manual use. Perfect. So that's there we go. Everyone's number one, so someone has to do it. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Just gotta trick them. The duplicate power, I'm getting a duplicate power warning, but it should be, we're less than half of where we should be okay. Gunk is 27% and oxygen is good. Oxygen is really, really good. Where are you going? Oh, you're getting the coal. Oh, you got a little hug. I like that. Hey, Maggie, what's up? What's up, man? Doing good? Haven't seen anyone play this game for so long and love it. I love it too. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. I am doing well. We're just, we're pretty far into super duper wetland here. So eggshells. We're just trying to harvest some resources from the second asteroid. Until we can, oh, I have this set at too high of a priority. I just need a little bit of wood to get started and some arbor acorns. Let's get 9 priority for there so we can... This should not be 5. This should be allow manual use and 9. There we go. Okay, oh my goodness. Please, I don't think Eduardo's gonna be able to do a whole lot here. They're running out of something. Oh, they're running out. This should be okay. What are you sending over? Okay, let's take off the eggshells for now. I would rather, much rather have the wood. There we go. Just a little bit of wood to get us started. And then the acorns. No pending deliveries on the acorns. Okay, well, more wood then. We have to, I think, deconstruct this to get the arbor acorn. Hatches below 7. No, they're not. They're okay. We're okay. Okay, so we're gonna get some arbor acorns. Let's take off the wood. And then we'll send Eduardo. You have to... Okay, low oxygen. Their oxygen tank is like super full, so I don't know. It should be okay. Sorry, Chad. I'll catch up with you just in a minute. I just want... Yes, please deliver the arbor acorn, and then we can go back. Thank you. Then I'll send some more materials over for things like auto sweepers and such. Also, you can send power banks through it. That's a good idea too. I didn't know you could send power banks. Let's get so Stella, not taking Stella. We'll take the aloe vera. Oh yeah, manual. So they loaded. Oh, forgot what I said about sending power banks through the teleporter. They would just explode in the water. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you're right. I did flood my receiving end. Yeah, I could use the wood. I really wanted the wood here so I could make the communal table. So finally, I can... First communal table I've ever made is going to be done right here live. Okay, there we go. Let's get that. Oh, come on. Why can't I? There we go. And then also what I wanted to do is put some paintings down in here. Some large posters. Kind of like that. I should have made those out of gold, I think. Gold amalgam. Gold amalgam. That's the correct placement. Then I gotta deconstruct these guys. Live for the first time, communal table. Why can't I build that one? No, not up there. I just want to... Something's in the way still. Oh, because of this thing. This thing's in the way. So you know what? I built this painting in the wrong spot then. Kind of unfortunate. The communal table doesn't quite work as nicely as the mesh table. Oh, that's a cool painting too. That's too bad. I have to move it now. So we'll move that over. I guess this is not symmetrical. Oh, I guess it was never symmetrical. I've been living in a lie this whole time. I could always bring this in one more, and then it would kind of fix that. But yeah, this is 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, 3. It's interesting. Could I have moved it? I don't have any more wood. Anyways, yeah, there we go. Live for the first time, communal table. I suppose I could have put it here, and that would have been more symmetrical. So let's fix that. Move this over. Sorry, Hassan and Camille. It just looks weird because this soda fountain doesn't sit properly, I guess. But maybe it's off base or whatever. This has to go again. We'll rebuild it once again. Okay, how far are we on this chlorine? Pretty good. We're doing pretty good. So we can go ahead. Actually, two more things here. Put that thing here. Go down, and then we'll start really demolishing the whole thing. How's the power? Our situation is good. But this guy, I guess the ladders are in the way. Okay. Where are we here? I'm gonna build some piping. This is very, very hot, I believe. I think it's 60 degrees. I don't think it's a cool one. So I don't think it's worth sending it all the way up here. No, I do have to send it here because I have to cool it, right? All right, so that's kind of annoying, but that's all right. I think it's definitely worth sending up here just to cool it. So this is going to be... I'm just going to have to go straight down, I think. Kind of don't want all this water to fall on me, so I'm going to build some tiles here. Not one, but 2 tables. 2 communal tables live right here tonight. You guys witnessed it firsthand. And then we'll put a cool portrait in the center. Actually, the arrow pots would look nice here too. Oh, you can't put that center. That's a bummer. We'll have to do that. We'll do that, and then we'll put some arrow pots in. I have to build some ladders for that, though. Hey, Becca, what's up? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, Becca. How are you tonight? Okay, so we are an hour and a half in, so let me just go over kind of what we did, I guess, for those of you who've joined a little late or just came in or whatever. So we, on this stream, got the megafonts up and running. I didn't realize just how much chlorine these guys take, so I built way too many, and I don't have the chlorine capacity to keep up with them. But I also have a bristle blossom farm up here, and the point of this is supposed to be to make infinite gristleberry. That's the title of the stream. Oh, sorry, I always mix those up. Infinite berry sludge. So that's kind of the idea here. These are growing quite slow because of my chlorine capacity, but that's all right. We'll fix that over time. About to eat dinner. Awesome. Good to hear. Wacko says, well, sleep time. We'll leave you one in the back. Thank you, Wacko. Good night. And I hope you have a great day tomorrow and a great rest of your week in school. Thanks for being here live for the communal table build. Not many people can say that they were here live when Ethan built the communal tables for the first time. You are special. You are one of those few special people that were here to witness it. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, we're really losing Drecos. Like, I guess we should get these things online here so we can not we can keep making plastic. Oh, that's what I forget. Yes, Yes, you guys are. You guys have all witnessed greatness tonight. Thank you. Hey, Uther, you're special too. Yeah, you were here, Uther, for the communal table build. You are special indeed. Very, very few people. Hey, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Atropinosis, I think, is your name. Thank you, thank you. Atropinosis says, I have witnessed the greatness. Yes, you did. Thank you for being here to witness the greatness. Hey, thank you for your subscription on Twitch. Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you for your Prime, Atropinosis. Hey, I'm an AI thing. What's up? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Thank you so, so much for your generosity and for your Twitch Prime. How are you doing, my dupers? We are doing quite well. Just having a chill Sunday stream of Ani. I was just saying, actually, AI thing, that the Megafaun farm, I just decided last episode I was going to do this on, I think it was Friday night. So I could make berry sludge, infinite berry sludge. And I have blossoms already growing here. The blossoms, I don't mind growing too many blossoms because I'm going to be moving this production area completely out of my base. And that's going to also allow me to keep my surplus of blossom seeds that I'm using to feed my Paku farm, which is holding up intact perfectly, is exactly the way I intended. So I'm glad that's worked the first time this episode, or sorry, on this playthrough, because on the Super Duper Dreamland it took forever to get that going. So I am 8,000 cycles in on my colony, and your tips helped me so much at the start of the game. That is so awesome to hear. 8,000 cycles? How many hours is that? That's crazy. Congratulations to you. That is really, really good. I have I have never even made it to 3,000 cycles. Holy smokes. I'm glad to hear that the tips have been helpful. I love hearing feedback like yours. Thank you so much. Got me a new asteroid and applied all the feedback. Dupes are thriving. Hell yeah. That is so cool. Pakus are cool. Paku is so cool. Hard to set. Yeah, it's kind of tricky to set those up, but once you figure out one, especially if you use the blueprint mod, you don't even have to think about when you set it up again. It's just really, really simple. Let's get going in here. Finish that off. We can start digging over here. Actually, we should dig this up too, so we can build these tiles. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the kind feedback. I'm glad that you've gotten some value out of the tips. That's makes it all worth it for me when I hear comments like that. Okay, we can deconstruct all this now. This is looking pretty good, pretty good. What is in between the mech doors? So this is a mod. This is a mod Ryza. It's called the it's called the Airlock Door mod. It's basically a replacement for the liquid lock. So if you're sort of new to the game, or if you don't know what a liquid lock is, let me just give you a quick TLDR. Oh, we're sort of low on oxygen. I might have to increase the oxygen production here. A liquid lock basically just keeps bad gases out of your base, or bad gases out of a certain area that you're not wanting bad gases in. So in this case, we're trying to keep the chlorine in this room. And rather than making a liquid lock, there's carbon dioxide in here. That's not good. Oh, that kind of makes things annoying. All right, so that's probably when I built this. Like, let's go back in here, build a block. So what I'm trying to do is just not have to like open this up, put a liquid lock, and then vacuum it out. So I'm using the airlock door so my duplicants can get in here and build and just have a vacuum already intact. So that's how the airlock door works. Now, it is kind of slow in the sense that only one duplicant can go in at a time. It's not like a liquid lock that's more free and open for the duplicants, but it works really, really well. I've been using the mod for a while. I just haven't used it on stream because, like, for whatever reason, whatever justification I might have had. to myself. But I figured since my mods video, I would start using it because it's so useful just to make exactly what I described, just to get into an area, not have to worry about vacuuming it out, not have to worry about building a liquid lock, which is kind of arduous. And yeah, it's just way better, I think, than having to build it. However, for liquid blocks, yeah, I use them to stop slime line when I start clearing out initial swamp area. Yeah, perfect, exactly. Yep. So this is just basically a replacement, and like I said, it is balanced in the sense that you can't just have like 20 duplicates going through at a time. It does really limit how quickly that happens. I'm actually gonna go around here. I want to grab this. Go this way, and in the process, we'll come to this volcano and uncover it. Like I said, I know there's a steam vent somewhere here, which I would really like to get online as well. So we'll go up. I do want to use sandstone, not whatever that other one is. Yeah, we'll go up this way. I want to keep this. I don't know why, but it looks cool just to have it there. So I wanted to keep that intact. I'm ready for my industrial block. Need to learn more about it. Have a volcano to tame. Cool. That sounds like you have a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, the volcano is there's a whole bunch of different things you can use a volcano for. If you really need the power, you can sort of control the heat. I don't really care too much about that. I think most asteroids you're going to have just fine. Oh, I should probably start doing something else here other than coal. Most asteroids you're going to have enough power coming out of like other sources, like hydrogen, natural gas, whatever. So I like to use this exclusively for igneous rock because I need to supplement. Actually, my igneous rock has gone below 1,000 tons, so it's not quite making enough igneous rock to feed my hatches, to keep up with the hatches. So I probably have to look at getting the other volcano online as well. But it's doing a good job substituting at least, or at least replenishing a small amount that is required to keep my hatches online for full time. Another thing that you could use this for, other than like geothermal power, is a petroleum boiler or a sour gas boiler, which again, it can also be used. You can also get the igneous rock from that once the magma cools down and you've used the heat for the petroleum. Yes, this is the airlock door, and I agree it should be in the vanilla. I'm surprised that given the extent of how much Clay has updated the game and like invested into very niche buildings, that they don't have a dedicated way to for duplicants to like not have a liquid lock equivalent. You know what I mean? I guess that's what what's that thing that I'm thinking of? It comes from isosap. Not insulite. What's that? No, maybe it's not isosap. Oh, viscogel. I guess that was their solution to the liquid lock, is to have viscogel in the game. But you get that so late that it's almost like you don't even need viscogel at the point if you already got that far in the game. So, having said that, it does make vertical liquid locks like this one a lot easier to make. Like, this is so annoying and arduous to do, but it's once you get it, it's pretty easy. Jim says, I find liquid locks interesting personally. I do too. So I don't mean it in a bad way. I just meant like I would much rather since I have the oh my goodness. I thought this broke. I don't know why I had this on a deconstruct command, but thank goodness I didn't have a dig command for that algae. That would have been so annoying. Then I would actually have to vacuum it out. Let's please get that in here like ASAP so I don't have to worry about it breaking. Didn't the disconnect tool come from a mod? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. What are you doing down? What are you doing down right? Oh, right now? So yeah, let me go over that this thing again. So we're doing a mega, what's it called? Mega farm, megaphone. I already forgot what this is called. Hold on here. Mega mega frond. A mega frond farm in order to get infinite source of berry sludge. So I already have my blossoms set up. Unfortunately, these guys are too cold, which is kind of annoying. I already have my berry sludge. I don't have enough chlorine capacity to make as many megafronts as I wanted to, which is okay. It's not the end of the world. It's like my plastic production. My plastic production just kind of happens over time. And see, I only have 4. Why isn't this working? Oh, because I know I forgot to. I keep forgetting to do this. So let me actually just sit down and get this done. I need to have a critter drop off in here as soon as they deconstruct this. Excuse me. Get that deconstructed, please. Okay. I keep forgetting to get this in here so I can replenish. Okay, like I was saying, I don't mind having my berry sludge production at the same rate as my plastic, which is basically just passive in the background. I think if you have it set up early enough, it'll dividends will pay off down the road. Obviously, if you try to set it up too late in the game and you're relying solely on exactly what I did here, it might not work out in the same way. But let's get the musher, the micro musher. We'll put it right in here, I think. I think that makes the most sense. And then because we have the blossoms right here. And then we can also deconstruct. Let's see here. This is 94%. This one is, yeah, we'll get these ones deconstructed. I don't need to have most of these going anymore. The ones that are already like 90% grown, I'll just let them finish because I feel kind of bad about uprooting those. But everything else is just fine. And then we can finally move this out of the way. So this is 60%. Maybe I'll leave that. I don't know. Okay, what's this one? 90%. Yeah, we'll leave all the 90%. These ones can go. Anything that's really, really small can go. And then this guy, 71%. Yeah, you can go too. Mega frond. Mega frond. Even if that door was still in the game, I'd still use liquid locks. Fair enough, Jim. Yeah, like liquid locks are totally fine, and I use them a lot too. Like, I don't mean to crap on the liquid locks. I just changing up my playstyle a little bit to make the stream sort of more efficient instead of like there's so often that I build like a liquid lock and it overflows because I forget about it or whatever. That I just figured, you know, if I just plop this down, it's not gonna matter too much in this area anyways, given that my duplicants don't really have to come back in here after they do it once. I get slowdowns when I use liquid locks though, says Rhizo. I never heard about that before. I mean, I suppose there's some elements of computing involved, like when they go through there. I never thought of it be too much of an issue on my end, so I didn't know that was a thing. Let's get some ventilation set up here, and then this time we'll definitely put an ammo sensor. I think I put one on the last one too, but there we go. I meant their movement speed. Oh, the movement speed. Right. Yeah, they definitely, like, if you build the I thought you meant like with your computer, because I thought, okay, well, if that's the case, then yeah, I guess there would be some like thermal activity going on there if they have to run through it, but I just never noticed it. They do slow down a bit. They do slow down because they have to go, it's kind of like they're going up and down stairs or like ladders, right? It's not a consistent motion. Now, however, if you use a vertical liquid lock like this, they don't slow down at all because they're just running through on a flat platform. So vertical liquid locks Although they're a little bit more sensitive to being demolished very easily. Like if I just queue this up with ceramic, let's say, I should have this going on ceramic anyways. Let's just put it on 9 to get some duplicates in here. You'll see that they just come right through and without any slowing down at all. So it's worth it. If you're in a very high traffic area, it's worth it to have vertical liquid locks installed. Yes, the door is very, very slow. That's why I'm not using it in like very high traffic areas. It would be almost be no point, to be honest. Like none whatsoever. It would just, like, if you put that at the end of your base, forget it. You might as well not even play the game. I think it would be so slow. Or I mean, sorry, not even have the separation. Not play the game entirely, but just not have the separation of different atmospheres. All right, so let's do Berry Sludge with Megafawn. So we got 72 units already of Megafawns. That's pretty cool. A lot of Bristleberry. Probably a lot of it is going to come from here. I could also put some refrigerators here, I think. Where's the refrigerator at? Now, I don't need a refrigerator for... Actually, oh, we have 9.2 kilograms of oxygen. I think we're good on oxygen here for a little bit. What's the max? That's so funny. I almost overpressured my entire blossom farm there. Anyways, so how's their oxygen doing, by the way? Doing pretty good. I know we're having a little bit of issue filling these up. That's just a consequence, I think, of splitting our pipe too many ways and having too many Atmos suits. We can always rectify. There's no way all my duplicates are on Atmos suits right now. I guess maybe they are. See how they're doing here. This is all done. Cool. Just this part is not done. They can't reach that apparently. How? How can they just not get over there? They got over here to dig that out. Okay, so I'll put that on slightly higher priority. Yeah, jump locks. Jump locks are really, really good. I think, let me clarify what I think a jump lock is, and you can correct me if I'm... Oh no, our water's starting to cool down. Okay, so this might be bad now. Is a jump lock when you have this tile open and you have 3 different liquids? Because those are really, really good because your duplicates don't get the sloppy wet debuff when they go through those. So obviously one of the downsides to having liquid locks, if you don't have Atmos suits, is your duplicates will get the sloppy wet debuff. But with the jump locks, or what I usually call the 3-tile high liquid lock, they don't get the debuff at all because they technically don't touch the water if they don't step on that tile. Just jump over it. Okay, so I guess we'll do some refined carbon in here as well. And yeah, we'll just get the heat up a little bit because I don't want to have too much water. If this breaks, then I'm not gonna rebuild it. That's one kind of jump lock, says Jim. There's also one where they jump over a tile with with the blob of liquid. Gotcha. Let's get rid of the shovel. Sorry for the shovel fans out there, but yeah, we're just gonna get rid of that guy. Okay, I forgot to build this. That makes sense. I always forget at least something. So there we go. I really don't want to use sedimentary rock. I'd much rather use something else. Okay, everything else is intact though. It's good. I'll just have to finish this. And all this. No! Why did you deconstruct everything? I definitely did not give you that command. Oh, Well, I'm obviously gonna reload here. I don't know why they would deconstruct all that. I must have. I don't know if I accidentally clicked. I might have clicked the cancel command, or I might have been trying to click cancel and I clicked deconstruct. I don't know what happened there. I'll have to check the VOD. That's so funny. Okay, an hour and 55 in. Shit happens, says Chewy. Yeah, it's all right. We're gonna play for another half an hour or so, and then probably well, half an hour, and we'll end the stream. 2.5 hours playtime tonight, and then I'll be back on Wednesday. Okay, so let's see what I did here. Maybe the command is still okay. So I know what I did. Like thinking back, I put these things here, and I put priority 9. But what probably what I did is I clicked deconstruct 9, and I did that. That's almost certainly what I did. Instead of just having a priority 9 to like get it done. Because I remember I was like, why can't my duplicates get to there? Like they were already jumping on the lock already. Anyways, it's a lot easier to just restart it than have to vacuum it out now. So that's just how it's going to have to be, I suppose. I only lost like 4 minutes, so not that big of a deal. Either way, sorry, I missed that message there. So there's also one where they jump over the blob. Either way, it's faster than a full liquid lock and doesn't have the wet feet debuff if it's built right. Yeah, exactly. This liquid lock that I like to use, the sole reason I like to use the pit method is just because I can visually see at a glance that it's intact. And it's like, I don't have to... Like this one here, I'm very nervous about. And obviously this one doesn't break. Like, very hard to break that one. This one is more susceptible to breaking. But yeah, that's kind of my whole shtick when it comes to why I like to use the pit method. I don't really care about the very small... let's see what's going on here. Steel and... Okay, so steel... I can't produce steel because I don't have any iron. For some reason, my duplicates are not doing this. Oh, the output pipe is full. Okay, so let's go. Let's do iron on here then. Just like that. Yeah, so I don't really care about the small slowdown. I mean, it's so minuscule in the grand scheme of things that I'm not a min-maxer, so it's okay for me. But obviously, I do acknowledge that it is, in fact, a slowdown. So if you're just trying to get a little bit more speed out of your duplicates, it's definitely worth doing the methods that Jim talked about. You don't have to worry about sloppy wet if you're not using Atmos suits or any sort of slowdown at all, which is really nice. Okay, let's do this correctly this time. Put these guys in here and go like this, boom, boom. And then, of course, we'll have to clean all this out. So it's going to make my game lag a little bit, but that's all right. I forgot to clean this out too. There's one more here this one. Not that big of a deal, but since we're going to be cleaning stuff, I may as well just do that one as well. Don't want to deconstruct that. Good thing I double checked. Maggie says, I'm actually curious. Every time I played, I found at the beginning of the game way more fun than later, especially the rocketry. Is that the same for you, or do you prefer the late game? I like the beginning as well. I love the early game, and I love mid game. It just becomes kind of like a hassle. Maybe hassle's not the right word, but it just becomes sort of okay, so my whole thing with the games is when I already know that I beat the game and it's just a matter of clicking and getting through to get the results that I want, that's when I start to get bored of it. I really enjoy like building things, taming vents, taming volcanoes, taming geysers, building infrastructure. Like I love building all of this. It looks so cool. And I'm not even done yet. I have to put wallpaper all over my base still. But I don't like to put the wallpaper until I'm like fully finalized on all my decisions. But anyways, so Yeah, so I love doing stuff like that early, especially when it's early on in the game. I always compare it to Civilization, the Civilization games. So I'm a huge Civ fan. Have not played Civ 7 because I don't like the changes that they made, but for Civilization 6, for instance, I love to play like war domination games or science games. And science is especially boring late game because like you're literally just clicking and waiting for things like for your rockets to get to Mars or whatever. So it's like, you know, once you got to the end of the game, you just have to wait and click through to see like the Mars colonization thing or the exoplanet colonization thing complete. And at that point, it's like, okay, I know I won the game. I just have to sit here for another half an hour, 40 minutes to get through. With Ani, it's a lot different because the end game is so long. Like, what is the end game in Ani? You know, like the end game for me is completing the printing pod objectives, which is really easy. Like in the grand scheme of things, you don't really have to colonize all the planets. You just have to have printing pods on them, so you can really easily skip a lot of that portion of the game. You know, open the tear is really easy. Like again, it's just like making enough material to get there, right? And it's just about sending the material. So it's all about like management aspects and stuff. But yeah, I totally agree, Maggie. I love the beginning of the game, and before I started streaming, I wouldn't even play games to completion. I would just usually play them as far as I wanted to before I got bored, and that was it. But having said all that, since I did start streaming, I find it to be a lot more fun now because I think the mistakes that I make are quite funny to share with you guys, and for me personally, I think that's funny. But also, I think there's a lot of value in that to a new player who comes to the channel to look for tutorials, and then they see like the tutorials on how to get through mid game. They might watch the VOD and be like, okay, so how do you play the game or whatever? How to get through the late game, and then like when people make videos, they often don't make them and show mistakes happen in the videos. It's all cut out. But if you're watching someone play live and they have issues happen, you can kind of see how they correct them and how to get through sort of those niche part of the games. So I think there's a lot of value in trying to play live and just seeing how far I can get. So yeah, all that to say that yes, I do enjoy beginning and mid game a lot more. Actually, I've been playing Civilization off stream a lot. By a lot, I mean maybe 1 or 2 hours in the last week. I restarted a couple times, but I didn't like the starting locations. I played like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I would restart. But I played one game all the way up until the Industrial Age, and I realized that my entire empire had no niter and it had no aluminum. So I was like, okay, well, this is either I have to refocus my wind condition, which was supposed to be war domination, or restart the game. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to restart the game because by the time I refocus my win condition, the other civs will be farther ahead in science than me, and then I'm basically just going to lose anyways. Jim says, I almost always use a full lock or double with a vacuum and with a space in between them. I love the double lock. This is my favorite to make. Like I said, it's a little bit sketchy. I acknowledge that. But yeah, I absolutely love making this type of lock. It's just so efficient to use, especially in an area where you're doing stuff in a steam room, but then you're trying to cool stuff down over here. By the way, how's this going? This is pretty hot. This is pretty hot. I might have to rectify that at some point. Everything's staying cool enough to use though, so it's not that big of a deal. As long as nothing's overheating, but we'll have to probably fix that at some point. Maggie says, I see I've never completed all of it, but for me, the late game, I can't really get things figured out, and I relied a lot more on tutorials and all that. Yeah, I can imagine streaming gets way more fun, especially when you're still playing the game after so long. Yeah, exactly. So like this, the people on stream definitely make it a lot more fun to play into the late game because there's more motivation to actually continue the playthrough when I would normally get bored of it. But not just that. There's also actually I want to keep these ladders here. Not just that, but like I said, just the whole aspect of like showing off how a person who's rather new at the space game like me would get through it. So, you know, if that makes sense at all. That's kind of my motivation to continue. And plus, it's a lot more fun because when you have issues that you're not sure about, you don't always have to be on stream. I'm talking about if you have issues that you're not sure about on stream, you don't have to be like the people in chat are really helpful in my stream anyway. So they'll always tell me what I'm doing wrong. I don't have to like go look it up and figure out, you know, like pause the game, go look it up. That's a whole thing in and of itself too if you're learning parts of the game. So yeah, like streaming just makes it a lot more fun to play, I think. And I think there's value for people who are trying to learn the game as well. Why don't you play Civ on stream? Are you mainly an Ani streamer? Yeah, so I'm like people know me for Ani. I'm really not good at Civ. Civ is like my favorite Civ streamer is Potato McWhiskey, and the way he plays Civ is really impressive. Like he'll plan buildings and like adjacency bonuses long before he even has cities settled, and it's just really impressive. And I'm the type of person that's like, okay, I think it's time to train a settler, so I'll make a settler, and I'll be like, okay, there's the green squares over there, so let me go and plop down the settler there. And then I'll be like, okay, where can I build the industrial zone? Oh, okay, it fits into this square. And I'll plop it down. And then obviously I'll try to pay attention to the aspects of the adjacency bonuses as much as I can. But for the most part, I'm just like plopping stuff down. You know, playing on deity is not really that hard once you realize that the AI will just attack you right away. So you have to build like archers, defend yourself, get ahead of the AI in the tech tree, and then you basically win the game. So it's like one of those things where you don't really need to have all those adjacencies come into effect, unless, you know, I mean, they do help a lot, but not to the extent that some of the streamers that I watch do. Luckily, most games you can just kind of most games you can just kind of flow through the game. You can play Trump in Civ 7 and always win. I don't think he'll ever make it into a Civ game. Watching Potato McWhiskey play Civ is a quick way to make anyone feel dumb. He's awesome. I love Potato McWhiskey. Yeah, but he's very good at the game. And like I said, so it's like, let's see who we got. I guess I'll take the buddy seed. So he'll plan out things well in advance, and I'm just sitting here like, oh, this building looks like it'll go here. You know? Okay, so now we finally are starting to get a surplus of chlorine gas here. So if you remember, like maybe 2 or 3 cycles ago, we were at like 500, hovering around 500. Now we're at 1200. So I think the increased capacity from this vent has really been helpful. That's really nice. As far as the dormancy period, okay, dormancy is not bad. 42 cycles to go on that guy. And if we go up here, this one is 54. Okay, and then this one is 37. So we're going to have a lot of sleet wheat, or sorry, a lot of mega frond going for a long time. Seeing you play Ani is actually making me want to play again. That's awesome. That's how I am with Potato McWhiskey. I'm glad I could motivate you to play. Yeah, I love watching him play, and then like he just started playing Civ 6 again. I haven't watched a lot of his Civ 7 videos because I'm just not a fan of Civ 7. I wanted the Sweepy bot here, Sweepy Doc, and then I will have an auto sweeper here as well. So yeah, that's been sort of my whole thing with every time he plays Civ 6, I'm like, oh, I really want to play Civ 6 now. Love it. Love it. I really liked your stream, man, but I'm going to have to leave right now. Have a good night. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Maggie, and thank you for the kind words. Thank you for hanging around, and have yourself a great night. I think I'm at a record viewer number on Twitch, by the way. 13 viewers on Twitch. Holy smokes. That is really, really good. Thank you guys so much for joining me on Twitch. Please follow for more Ani content. I play 3 times a week. And you get to see duplicants pee their pants, get stuck, and get blamed. And in general, just have a good time. So, thank you so much for being here if you're on Twitch. Also, thank you to the YouTubers as well that are watching tonight. 40 people on YouTube. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love and support. I'm gonna give you a follow just in case I start playing again. Awesome, Maggie. That's so awesome. That's so nice of you. Yeah, check out my YouTube if you start playing again. I have it right at the bottom of the screen here for you. And I'd make tutorials for new players mainly, but I'm sure there's some value for everybody on the channel. So thank you for checking me out. Appreciate it. How much Twitch reward you for viewer? I have no idea, William. I have absolutely no idea how much. You say my name wrong, by the way. I'm not a girl. It's Portuguese. Sorry about that. I'm gonna follow on YouTube too. Thank you so much for the follow. How should I? So normally, what I'm really bad at pronunciation. I say stuff wrong in the game all the time. so it's kind of like an ongoing thing of me just having a skill issue when it comes to reading names. How should I say your name? If you can like type out, it happens every time. I do it a lot in game too. Like I mean pretty much everything. I think in this stream alone I've done it like 3 times. To be honest with you, William, I don't even know how to get to the area in my Twitch that shows like how much I've made on Twitch. So I have no idea. Oh, it's like Michael in Portuguese, says Pithaca. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like magic but in Portuguese. Oh, magic. Okay, cool. Well, if I just say magic, my name is Merlin. Nice to meet you, Merlin. Thank you for the follow, Merlin. Like the wizard. Appreciate the follow and the support. Okay, so what's this guy collecting? He's collecting all this fun stuff. I really want the berry sludge, or the blossoms to be put into a refrigerator here. Well, have yourself a great night, Merlin, and hopefully see you again soon if you get back into the game. Okay, so let's do a refrigerator here for this guy. And then also, I think we'll do a refrigerator here for the Mega Fraud. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I don't need that as much. Because as this thing like pops out the Mega Fraud, my duplicant should just come in here and make the berry sludge. And then, of course, they're putting the berry sludge all in these little ration boxes, which I don't really have to. I could just leave it there. Jim says, I need to head out. Good night, everyone. Good night, Jim. I'm going to head out too in about 15 minutes, so you're not going to miss much. I'll be back Wednesday evening again. So have yourselves a great night if you're heading out. and I appreciate all the love and support. Yeah, we're just about done here as well, everyone. What am I trying to bristle? There we go. There it is. So we'll take the bristles out from here now. Like this is gonna slow. This is slightly going to slow down. I guess I'm not cooking the bristles here, so I don't need to store them here. I don't think. Let's take them out of there. My duplicants can just put them in here, and then we'll do a micro musher thing. I should maybe I'll put the refrigerator down there or something. I don't know. For now, it's fine there. It's cold. I knew I should have put carbon dioxide in here because then at least I would have gotten the sterile environment. That's okay. Okay, it's okay. All right, so the next thing that I want to do, probably won't get it done this stream, but well, I want to go back in here at some point too and put an Atmos sensor there because that's just kind of annoying. I am sending mostly, I guess, almost mostly full packets. Actually, not at all. Okay. Pretty close, like 70%, but still, I'd rather have just full packets and not waste the power. I know it's like very minuscule, but whatever. Okay, let's deconstruct these as well. I don't need this anymore. Deconstruct everything here, and then we'll start rebuilding all of this infrastructure. This is kind of interesting. I want to put a... I want to make this into... do I want to do that? No, I don't care about doing that. Yeah, I do care about doing that, actually. I want it to look all the same. So I think before we end the stream, I think I'll maybe go back to the second asteroid. But, I want to start the Phlox farm next episode. So maybe have it here because it's very close to the last aqua tuner that I have in this steam room. And that's going to be what cools the Phlox farm. So I have 2 Phloxes. What do these guys need as far as atmosphere? I think it's just oxygen. I'm going to feed them bristleberry, obviously, because that's the easiest thing. Just have to be mindful of the cold. They make dirt, which is good. What about these things? -14. So there we go. I might maybe. So somebody asked earlier. I apologize if you're still here. You asked about the pike apple bush. This might be a great time to use. I need phosphorite for this, which is okay. I could just plant these wild, and just have these guys eat them. I could also make. Yeah, I guess it's bristleberry or pike apple. But what's the temperature range for these guys? 10 degrees. Okay, so 10 degrees, I could get away with bristle blossoms, which is great. So I'll probably put them right here, make a bristle blossom farm with that, and then start to put a lot of decor so I can get shattered Phloxes right away. Oh, by the way, do I have this? No, it's still a great hall. What am I missing for a banquet hall? A decor building I have, no industrial machinery. Well, I think is this industrial? There's no way that's industrial, right? Display ornament. That's what it is. Hey, thank you so much for the resub, Crimson. Awesome. Thank you so much for your Prime, Crimson Riots on Twitch. Appreciate it. William says, night Ethan, gotta go too. I will send you an update when I got my rocket done. Awesome. Thanks, William. I appreciate that. Looking forward to the update. Yeah, please send me if you have some, if you get your gas transferring thing that you're trying to do done, you could send that to me as well if you like, and we'll go over that on Friday. I think that was, I like doing those streams, so those are cool. LXS, how are you doing? The ornament? Yeah, I'm missing the ornament, so that's an easy one. Welcome to the stream. Is that an L or an I? I can't tell on my screen here. So we'll put the ornament. I guess we'll have 2 ornaments. Yeah, I like that one a lot. Not a big fan of how this isn't centered, but whatever. I think we have something that we can put in here. The useless machine, perfect. And then of course we'll build another thing over here. Okay, we can also get rid of these. I'm pretty sure I can only do one at a time because I have to go up there. No. No, come back. Okay, there we go. Cool, so now this should be a banquet hall. Nice. +6 morale boost. All right, sweet. Yeah, I'll take the sand, I guess. Yeah, so here I'm kind of debating. I might put the Phlox farm here just because this area, like the Phlox, I need 96 as the farm, right? So let's say I put it right here. This is just going to be closer to for my duplicants to get to from this area. Now I will need a liquid lock. I'm definitely going to use this type of liquid lock, but maybe 2 of them. So that will allow me to not have any heat transfer. It'll be very easy to keep cool, unlike what I'm doing here. So that will take up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. So we'll include 10 more spaces here. It looks too big, but I think this is like the perfect size. And of course, we might have to have a roof on it too. So maybe this is where I'll put the farm. And then it kind of leaves this space void with nothing left to do. But at least it's easy access for my duplicants. I could also make it so the transit tubes comes right into it and just have it completely sealed off. And then just isolate where the transit tube is. Oh, by the way, since I'm talking about that, I forgot to do it here. And then just isolate where the transit tube is coming in. That might be an option as well. Lots of different directions we can go with that. Yeah, I can take out the Seacum seeds. I don't need those. I don't even know. Sand is something I also have to start worrying about. I know I have lots left to dig out. Probably in like this area, if I had to guess. Igneous rock, coal. I don't know exactly where. I'm pretty sure I have some more sand somewhere. But we're sort of getting low, and we're doing a lot of filtering, so... we might have to start crushing regolith at some point, which is fine. Yeah, I guess I don't have a lot of sand left. We may have to start crushing regolith. That's okay. Not that big of a deal. But yeah, things are looking pretty good. So that's my plan for next episode. Probably on Wednesday night. Get this Phlox farm up and going. This seems to be doing all right now. We have way more surplus than we need of chlorine, so we can probably replant the megafauns in here, at least one for now. Maybe we'll actually, you know what? Maybe we'll bring the pips in here and then have the pips planted. Let's get a little pip guy, and that will just help us sort of put a door in here as well. He doesn't leave. Then he has to plant here. Put that in there for the time being. Actually, we'll use a airflow tile because it looks better. That'll be gone as soon as the pip has done its job. I don't want anything in here, so I think we're going to. Can I disable? No, I can't disable the building. Okay, so this guy, there he goes. Unfortunately, now he kind of blocked himself in, so he can't plant that one, which is kind of annoying. So, anyways, having them wild, I think I should be able to fill out the rest of this farm and just have the megafauns constantly growing. So that'll work out really well. I think what I want to do is deconstruct this and just put tiles on top of it for now. So it forces the pips to plant backwards. Like the pips will eventually fill all these tiles if it starts on the right side and moves to the left. But it started here, so it kind of messed itself up. I also don't want anything here, so try not to do anything there. All right, so yeah, we're gonna give it another 5 minutes. That's my plan for next episode. Build the Phlox farm, Meanwhile, while we are building the Phlox farm, I think it's probably a good time to start focusing on rocketry. At least maybe carbon dioxide rocketry, just to get some space missions sort of going. Maybe get some more exploration just in an immediate surroundings of our planet. And get the very beginning of the space infrastructure up. I might start doing that next episode as well. Or what might even be a better idea than that is going straight for the second volcano. Where is that? Where is the second volcano? Is it this one? It's somewhere down here. That's natural gas. That wouldn't be too bad to tame as well. Anyways, it's somewhere down here in this area, which means we can build a petroleum boiler. And I would love to have a petroleum boiler online to make basically a free petroleum indefinitely. We have lots of crude oil already stacked up from our 2 oil wells, and we can start making our petroleum and then start making petroleum rockets. That's kind of what I'm hoping for the Wednesday stream. I might go straight for the... Yeah, you know what? Instead of going to carbon dioxide and instead of using rockets, carbon dioxide rockets, I might just go straight for the volcano. So where is that actually? It's somewhere here. No, come on. Let's go. Iron volcano. I kind of need that too. That would be a good one to have. Another iron volcano. Okay, infectious. A steam vent. Okay, that's another good one. I forgot totally where it was. Is it up here? Carbon dioxide. There it is. Okay, so this might be something to like look into right now to see if it's even active. If it's not active, now would be the best time to start digging this out and building it. So, matter of fact, let's start doing that now so I don't forget to start it next stream. Yeah, I'm gonna uncover this, just see the status of this volcano. If it's not erupting, then I can really quickly get a petroleum boiler down in here, I think. If it is, I can always block it, I suppose, but let's see. It's idle right now. So it is active, but we'll get it mostly uncovered, except for the last tile. And then our petroleum boiler, I already have a schematic for it from the last playthrough that I did. It's kind of going to look, it's massive. It's going to look something like this. So hopefully we don't interfere with any other natural features. No, we're actually really good to put this right in here. It shouldn't interfere whatsoever with this stuff. See how we're doing on this, by the way. I hope I didn't no, I didn't waste any. I should put down some Weezewort farms as well somewhere here, and the Weezewort farms can be a substitute for my Radbolt generator instead of having it with the uranium ore. Not sure why I keep getting that message when I don't have any issues there, but whatever. Okay, so this can also go. This I can put a block in, and I can my last tile back. And I have to change all these wires over to conductive wires, anyways. So that's another task I have to do because my usage capacity is now getting really close to the double-digit kilowatt range, and I'm using a lot of heavy watt non-conductive wire in places where I built early on, and I don't want that to start having problems before I see it, because then it's going to be really annoying to try to be in the middle of something of like a big project and then have to divert to fixing a whole bunch of wiring because I built it early on in the game when I didn't have refined materials to do it with. So let's see. Everything seems to be done over here. I might have already rebuilt a good portion of it, where at least I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I just did this stream. It goes down here. Yeah, it might already be done actually. Everything's conductive here. Everything's conductive in the yeah, okay, so I think it's already done. But it's still showing yellow at some points. So I feel like there's still like maybe a little bit of regular non-conductive wire attached to it somewhere. Anyways, it might be such a small amount that I don't really have to worry about it. Okay, so this volcano, it's idle right now. Let's keep going on digging all this out. Petroleum boiler needs to be... Volcano goes thereabouts. Yeah, we'll dig all this out. Get some scaffolding going here as well. Probably can go one higher. Don't have to go that low. There's something here that we can use. This is easy. This just has to go down. And of course, we'll do that as well. But for in the interest of not getting our duplicants stuck, I think we'll put these on whatever. They can figure it out. They should just drop down if they get stuck anyway. Like that and go like this. Okay, so I think we're gonna call it there for the stream. Like the I don't want chip. Okay, yeah, we'll call it there. I think we got a lot done. Pretty happy with the progress on this 2.5 hours. So yeah, this is what next week is looking like. Oh, looks sick. We got the megafons going here. I think the pips. Okay, the pip planted one here, which is, I guess, okay. Not ideal to have that thing there, but whatever. So deconstruct this and then get this megafon seat back. So Wednesday night or Wednesday evening, I'm back at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So same start time as tonight. And yeah, we'll be doing the Flux farm and we'll work on the petroleum boiler instead of the space stuff. We'll get this going as well. This should be pretty easy depending on how much magma can come out of here. I know if it goes dormant, then we have to wait quite a while. That'll be kind of annoying. But nonetheless, at least it'll be set up and ready to go for when this does start erupting. And there should be more than enough magma in here to keep it going once it does start. So yeah, I'm back Wednesday. Also, if you guys don't know, or if you're new to the channel, or if you probably already know, if you're not new, every so often viewers will submit. Take it easy, Brewski. Thank you so much, Crimson Riots, and thank you again for the Prime sub for 3 months in a row. Really appreciate you doing that. So yeah, every so often, usually Fridays, if viewers would like to submit their asteroids or playthroughs just to show something off, or ask questions, or to get feedback or advice or whatever, you can find my email in the you can find my email on the YouTube about section, and you can submit your .save file so we can show it off on stream. Show it off or ask questions or whatever the case. It's a lot of fun to do. I do it after the main playthrough, so it's after everything that we're doing on stream. And I have a lot of fun doing it. So if you guys would like to show something off, feel free to do that. You can also go to my Discord, which is down in the there's that code. You just type that in, go to join server, type that in, or click the link in the description. Check out the latest video on mods that I released last week if you haven't seen it yet. If you guys are interested in what mods I like to use or some fun mods that I think will be helpful to your playthrough, check that video out. And yeah, if you guys are still here, be sure to hit the like button. That helps me out a lot. Helps get the video out to more people in the algorithm, and helps grow the community. So with that being said, oh, hey, Dwayne. Dwayne says hello. Sorry, Dwayne, we're just ending the stream, so I apologize. There is a 2.5 hour VOD that will go live shortly. So if you would like to rewatch it, or I'll be back Wednesday at the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, and we'll do roughly a 2.5 hour to 3 hour stream. All right, so sorry for for ending it. And hey, Sean says thanks for streaming. Thank you for being here, Sean. Thank you for your support. It means a lot to me that you're stopping by every stream. So thank you so much for that. Yeah, so that's it for tonight. I hope that you guys have a great start to your week, and I will see you on Wednesday to continue this asteroid. There might be another video out by Wednesday as well, because I'm starting my new series on starting a new sort of offline Let's Play style series, but it's intended to have a lot of good content for a very, very new Oni player. So if you're more of a if you have a couple dozen hours, it might not be some of the stuff might not be relevant. So I decided I was going to go a different direction and like make a video for like if you've never played Oni before, and then build upon that to like get to space, and just in a more condensed form instead of having like a VOD or like a live stream style playthrough. So that's kind of what the next set of videos are about. If you're interested in that, possibly by Wednesday I should have that one done, but who knows? Who knows? A lot of things could happen from that until then. Okay, guys. So thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna go through the chat and just thank you guys for showing up. The content is done for now, and yeah, we'll end it there. So Dwayne, sorry about ending the stream already, but yeah, hopefully I see you Wednesday. Sean, hopefully see you Wednesday as well. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight. Crimson Riots, once again, just thank you for your Twitch Prime, and appreciate you coming by. LXS, thank you so much for being here. William has already left, but thank you so much for your continued support, William. Same with Jim and Kevin. Thank you guys for being here tonight as well. Merlin on Twitch, thank you so much for the follow. I hope that you join us again, Merlin, for a stream if you get back into Oni. I hope that you do. It's a great game, and there's supposed to be a new update. Like there's rumors of a new update pretty soon. Like I don't know anything about that. The chat has told me before that I think the past couple streams that there might be an Omni update coming due to Clay submitting a or updating something in the backgrounds. I don't know how that works, but there should be something happening soon. So maybe now's a good time to get into it. Pithika, thank you so much for being here as well on Twitch. Thank you to all the lurkers, by the way, as well, who don't chat. Appreciate your support as always. Really, really great having you guys around, and it helps the stream out. Chewy, thanks for being here as well. Hope that you have a great time on great start to your week, rather. Rizo, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm an AI thing. Thank you. Good luck on your asteroid. I'm an AI thing. I'm glad that that your asteroid is thriving now. Becca, thank you for stopping by as well. Appreciate it, Becca. Atropinosis, thank you for being here as well on Twitch. Uther, thank you so much for coming by. Yeah, that's funny. The Uther's comment is I'm special. Yeah, you guys got to see me build the communal tables for the first time live. So you guys are all special for being here. got to see a never before seen communal table build by Ethan. Wacko, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope that you have a great week at school. Harry Hischer, thank you so much for being here tonight. Let's see, who else? Wiggle every time, boop. Like that username. Thank you so much, Wiggle every time, for stopping by. Kevin, I think I already mentioned. Thank you so much, Kevin, for being here. Javilian, thank you. Ian, thank you for being here on Twitch, Ian, and helping me out with the Megaphone farm. Barry Nan and Phil, lots of Twitch viewers tonight. Thank you so much for everyone on Twitch for coming by. And let's see, Mamat, thank you so much for being here. And Lazy Eyes, holy smokes, a lot of chatters tonight. Thank you so much, Lazy Eyes, for being here. Thank you, Lily Luna, for being here as well. Stringer, thank you for being here. Let's see, and then Teebs, I think. Teebs and John Monty. Thank you guys all so much for your support. Ammon AI thanks, that's top content. Thank you. You are very welcome, and thank you so much. You said you'll send it next Friday. Perfect. Yeah, well, let's check it out. I would love to check out your new and improved asteroid. Good night to you, Becca. And okay, I will see you guys on Wednesday. Have yourselves a great start to your week.